Welcome everyone to our video series called Minutes to Wealth. This video series aims to promote financial literacy, financial education, personal finance, and anything that deals with proper money mindset. If you choose to manage and grow your income, okay, here, manage and grow your income. Let's look at manage first. When you say manage, it means it is assumed that you already starting to earn. You're already making money, either from a job, okay, or a business. So it is assumed that you already have income. Yung goal mo lang is how to manage it correctly. So there are a lot of options. One option is you look at your spending. See if you can control your spending. See if meron bang kayang baguhin. When I was working before in a company that pays good, that pays well, every weekend my office mates always invite me for, unwind. Especially if that weekend is a payday. So every weekend, especially on a payday, you feel that you have a lot of money and you feel you deserve to treat yourself. That's why you don't control your spending. And maybe that's one way you can put control back. Kasi it's not really necessary. And there are a lot of cheaper ways to reward yourself. And one of the best ways you can reward yourself from a job well done is to spend time with your family. So either you go home early because you keep on doing overtime for the past few days. You go home early, eat with your family, eat with your wife, your spouse. That's one of the best things you can do for yourself when you want to reward yourself. So look at the expenditures. When you go to the grocery, always have, a list of things to buy. Because if you don't have a list, a physical list, it's a list that should be written down on a piece of paper, kailangang isulat eh. Kasi pag yung lista mo nasa isip lang, you cannot control yourself. You pass by a commodity and you think you can still buy it because it's within your budget, then no one will stop you. You're being your kid, and your kid, wants to buy that food snack or that item, you cannot stop your kid. So find a way to control your spending. As much as possible, use cash. If you have credit card naman, then you have to pay it. Once there's a statement of account, once there's a bill, you have to pay it. So control your expenses. Especially at home. If you are fond of, using the flat iron na mamlansa ka, alam natin, or majority of us know that it would eat a lot of, power, consume a lot of power. That's why we tell ourselves, we tell our family na if you use the plansa, just use it once a week. And that's a good advice, But a better thing to do is you can let your clothes be, laundried in a laundry shop, so that you can save on water when you wash your clothes. You can save on energy and time when you wash your clothes, and probably you can pay a little bit more when the laundry shop have a service on ironing your clothes. But most of the time right now, the laundry shop, they use some materials, some chemicals, some soap that you don't need to use flat iron. You don't need hindi mo na kailangan plansahin yung clothes mo. So in that way, you pay a certain amount, but you save a lot of effort. You save energy kasi you don't need to use your plansa at home. Another thing, you need to take note that anything that, burns or consumes or produces heat is, or can eat up a lot of power, you need to replace a lot of appliances, or you need to replace some appliances at home. Example, rice cooker. Hindi alam ng lahat, ng marami, na yung rice cooker, okay, it's like, it's consuming electricity and power just like a flat iron. And how often do you use rice cooker? Every day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day. Yung rice cooker, it takes 20 minutes to cook a rice. It's equivalent to namamlansa ka ng 20 minutes. 3 times a day pa. Okay? So, there are, innovations right now where you can, replace some appliances, okay, to a better one. Like, instead of using a rice cooker, you may want to use inductive stove, inductive, cooker, and you just buy a kettle, or the container that is for that inductive cooker, since it can cook your rice faster, and you can control the wattage, the output that appliance can consume. Things like that. And if you're not at home often, you don't need to have cable TV. Kasi you're not even home, most of the time. You just need probably local channels. Okay? And if your kids also, they come from school, you don't want them to watch TV all the time. You want them to study. So, just have local channels. It can save you money also. Another example is yung mga ilaw natin. You can start to use LED lamps because it consumes less power. Things like that. So, you control spending and replace some if you want. And then yung pangatlo is improve, or change probably the people you go with every weekend. So instead of more time for your friends and barkada, more time for your family, and more time for your family at home. So minimize or improve, eating out, siguro once a month, every other week. Okay? So in that way, you can manage your expenses. And when you manage your expenses, you realize you have a lot of extra. Sometimes we go out, we drink coffee, right? And then, is it really necessary? You drink coffee outside, in a coffee shop? Is it necessary? Okay. Is it necessary to eat out? So, you improve on that. Is it necessary to have a new gadget? Okay. So, you improve on that. There are a lot of things to improve. And even though you cannot do it overnight, it's not instant, but you can start somewhere. And you will realize you'll be able to save on your expenses. Your second step is grow. How do we grow our income? If you have existing job already, and if you have existing business already, source of income, you just need to add another source of income. Add another source of income. So you have three options, three choices. Either you can start another business on the side, a business that's not too hard, a business that doesn't really require a lot of capital, if you are really into business. Or you can start a part-time job. Have a part-time job. Earn an extra salary. Or you can do something freelance. What I like most is at least you have a choice. A lot of people think they don't have a choice. At least you have three choices. And for a lot of people, business may work for them. For some, it wouldn't work because they don't have capital. For a lot of people, a part-time job can work for them, but for some, they don't have time. And they have less time to spare. Because probably most of the time, you spend it in your job, first or first business. But what can be flexible in terms of time and income is having a freelance career. You make money out of your skills. Okay? Skills. What are your skills? Determine anong pwede mong gawin. What are you good at? Some people, they have a freelance career as an MC. So every birthday, every wedding, someone pays them to do the MC. Some people love to cook, so they volunteer during events. They cook. Some people love to sing, they sing. Some people love to dance, they dance. Some people love to take photographs, so they have a freelance career as a photographer. So whatever you earn here extra could help you grow your income. So when you manage your income and grow your income, you can have a lot of spare income, extra. What's that extra for? Then, that extra money, can start to afford your dreams. Little by little, that money can start to afford your dreams. But actually, there's a third option. Aside from managing your money and growing your